I think that Singaporeans are genuinely they're actually very warm and sticky and loyal. They are like otters, right? In the sense that they're always in the pack because they trust each other and they're generally frightened of each other. But once you're in their inner circle, they really do take care of you. Hi, I'm Gina. I'm a community builder at Give Asia. Actually, what I do is I run community events, but what I also do is I make a lot of friends. So I'm a professional friend. I go out there, I meet communities, I establish contact with them. I think the idea here is how can we activate communities that are already spending time on each other and relationships? How can we infuse that with an even stronger character of social good? We're going to Cafe Agora. We're going to put the post up in the cafe. The owner's Michael. So we're going to ask him and see if we can put it up. Yeah. I came up with this letter writing app to match strangers with each other using letters. What you do is you scan the QR code on the poster and then you're led to a form. And in the form, you basically tell us a little bit more about yourself. And then you just write a little like letter to someone. It goes into my database. And then on Sunday, I click a button and then the letters are sent. We've matched 250 letters with 250 strangers. And some of you guys are here today. Basically, I realized that there are just not many initiatives to connect strangers with each other. And I think basically I was from a girls' school and then we used to write letters to each other all the time. And then I just thought, why don't we just do this again, but with actual more strangers now that I'm an adult and I can actually talk to people normally, right? Ultimately, I really wanted to bring back a kind of spontaneous earnestness to our kind of public life, which I think is sadly very absent. After this activity, I think what we will be doing is that we'll be doing a short sharing of the letters that they've selected and also the letters they've written and also letters they've written before. So I hope that we'll be able to create a sort of raw space that will allow people to get to know each other better.
If your house is burning and you can save one thing, what would it be? It would be this. You can get another passport. You cannot get another letter that someone has written you.
I think of you as a beautiful fish in sparkling blue water, swimming freely and truly.
When I was 16, I ripped the heart out of a chicken for the first time. Oh, sorry, context.
I place them in a variety of places. I place them in cafes, restaurant, bars. I would be like, hey, can you put it on the wall of your restaurant? They'll be like, okay, see how? Okay, put it on the table. Okay, see how? How about the toilet? Okay lah, put it on the toilet lah. When you're taking a dump and then you see a poster about writing a letter to a stranger, you'll also be more inclined to do it because there's nothing you can do anyway. Letter writing is a solitary act. Alone together, I think that's the idea. So when they write these letters, they were writing it with the desire to be received. So on the Sundays when I do end up matching, everyone is alone together in the sense that two people receive the letters and now they are connected in a way. Connection is my religion. Ever since I was a young girl, I've always felt alone. My favourite movie as a kid was Phantom of the Opera. And I really related to the Phantom. I really related to the idea of this person that was just cast away from society. But because of this deep loneliness, I felt that I didn't really want others to be alone. I've always wanted to be very close to others. Growing up, I was always kind of viewed strangely for that. But growing older, I realized that connection is actually a human need, even if mine is probably more intense than others. So I knew the desire for connection is like an insatiable hunger. I feel like nowadays in society, a lot of people they kind of have a very deep distrust of others. And I think honestly the news cycle does perpetuate this idea that people are evil because of course there's spectacle in evil. And I think the letter writing thing, I would say, is more reminding people that there are benefits, that there are things to gain from making contact with others. Wow, actually it's really funny. I feel like my entire life is about community. I run a ground-up initiative called Places. Places redistributes free spaces to communities for their events. Places was a dream that I think my best friend and I had when we were much younger. We always imagined that maybe one day there will be a network of places where misfits will be able to drop into and meet other misfits.
I think in large cities, what a lot of young people struggle with is loneliness and friendship connection. And events like this, which offer us a third space, allow for strangers to come together to form connections, become friends, maybe learn something from each other. And I think this adds to the vibrancy and to the culture of a city. I would love to attend something like this again in the future.
We organize this event so that I can get to know them as people. I just really want to see, like who these people are. On the database, they're just data, right? They're just names, they're just text. I could generate these texts, but there was a real person behind it. I would say that most of my projects are from a belief. I think that people are genuinely extremely interesting. And I really believe that everyone has something that they can give to society. I think that everyone is a beautiful, full individual. I genuinely think that every time I think of people and even when I ran the event today, I felt that everyone had this entire life behind them, and then for this moment they had come together for me to look at them and I had witnessed them.